Howdy there guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where today we're going to be looking at players that are going to be missing from this year's World Championship, the World Championship of Darts, the flagship event of the year, and it's actually quite sizable in regards to what it means for a player in their career. Not only do you have the opportunity to be the world champion, but this is the biggest event of the year in terms of the prize money. It can literally make or break your season and decides those ranking positions. I'm going to let you know just how important the World Championship is and how much weight it has on players' rankings in a later video. So if you want to see that, hit the subscribe. I'm also going to be doing lots of predictions and lots of content around the World Championship. Probably going to daily content now as we get close to the World Championship. So if you want your daily darts dosage, right here for Edgar TV for that. But today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at key players that are going to be missing from this year's World Championship, such as a former two-time World Champion himself, Adrian Lewis, a man who's played in 3 World Championship finals, but most famously known for that back-to-back World Championship win in 2011 and 2012. He's actually played in 18 World Championships in a row. First started back in 2006, so quite a sizable admission here from the World Championship. And the way things are going at the moment with Adrian Lewis, we're not sure if we're going to see him again. He's currently not playing darts at the moment. He's been missing on the tour now for about 7 months. Is that result last year, where it went down 3-0 to Damon Heta, the last time we see Adrian Lewis grace the World Championship stage? I don't think it is, but we do need to be aware that might be a possibility, and this omission from this year's World Championship may become a regularity. We'll keep your eye on that moving forward into 2024. Mervyn King, player who's been sliding down the rankings a little bit. He switched to the PDC in 2007 after making his switch from the BDO. He had a best of the semi-finals. This was in 2009, but he ends a massive run of time here in the World Championship. 17 years of World Championship darts for Mervyn King comes to an end, as does for Vincent van der Voort. He's another one who's going to be missing out. He also switched in 2007, didn't quite go as far as Mervyn King reaching the semi-final, but got very, very close in 2011 when he reached a quarter-final stage. Vincent van der Voort misses out for the first time in quite a while. Someone who's not been in it as long, but has sort of captured the imagination of the fans and the hearts of the fans, is a certain Scottishman, Alan Souto, who's knocking on the door of the top 32. He's very, very close. He's the highest profile in terms of ranking player not to be in the World Championships, but he's had 4th round runs the last 2 years. The 2 years he's been in it, so good runs, 100% records in getting to that 4th round stage, but he's not going to be in it this year, which means he's also going to lose ranking money. Again, who's going to be losing ranking money from this event? Who's going to be dropping down the rankings? Who could possibly be going up the rankings? I'm going to cover all of that here on Edgar TV, so again, make sure you're subscribed. Lots of interesting content explaining how things work over the next couple of weeks. Scott Wright is a man who switched from the BDO after his time, winning 2 BDO Lakeside Championships. Only qualified for the PDC World Championship once, that was 2021. Missed out in 22 and 23, add 24 to that list. Scott Wright is going to have to wait a bit longer to get back into the World Championship. Mentosuljevic, a player who was the last player I played at the World Championship, beat me in round 2 a couple of years ago. He's only missed out on 1 World Championship since 2008, and that was in 2013. So a sizable admission again here in terms of the World Championship. 16 times he has represented his brand at, well, not just Ali Pali, at various World Championship locations. But he's only had a 3rd round as his career best, and he won't be able to better that on this year. So quite a few really sizable, notable players there. There are other players of note as well. Take a look at these. People like Richie Burnett, fan favourite from years gone by. Jeff Smith, a man who actually won the North American Championship, but due to rule changes within the PDC, meant he wasn't able to take his place. Now, those rule changes are slowly coming into place because years ago, Martin Schindler, probably the case in point, had so many opportunities to get into the World Championship. He had the Pro Tour Order of Merit, he had the PDPA qualifier, he had the youth system, he had the German qualifier or the Super League. So many opportunities due to postcode and location. And what the PDC are trying to do is reduce those opportunities to players that are going to get more opportunities due to where they live. So Jeff Smith's sort of the first casualty of the rule changes that will be coming into place to try and level the playing field a little bit. Because I've mentioned before that if you are a 19-year-old female from Germany, I think you get 6 opportunities to qualify for the World Championship. It might have been 7. I probably should have remembered that before I started talking about it. 6 or 7 opportunities compared to a tour card holder who only gets 2. So it's trying to level the playing field out a little bit further in regards to that. So Jeff Smith, first real casualty. In regards, though, to this year's World Championship, there are a couple more players missing as well. Those players you'll just be able to see as we just scroll through the right-hand side list here. You'll see quite a few players missing. There will be a few of these that have got in, such as Barry Van Peer, for example, who gets in off the Challenge Tour Order of Merit. He's not a tour card holder, was only in these events as a top-up. You'll also see players in here, Ross Montgomery, Darius Labanauskas, for example, who have gone on to lose their tour cards now and will have to go back to Q School because there's no opportunity for them to gain any more ranking money. And again, I'm going to say it for a third time, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button if you want to know who has lost their tour cards. That is a video that is going to be coming up in the very near future as well. Some sizable names on that, which means Q School is going to be extremely interesting this year for what I think is going to be record-breaking bumper Q School entries. Who are you missing the most this year at the World Championship? Hand on heart for me, it's got to be Adrian Lewis. Let me know who it is for you down in the comment section. I'll catch you soon with some more Edgar TV.